Hello and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to do a short Tai Chi class. We'll do a brief warm-up, we'll do the Shibashi set 1 sequence, a brief cool down and then a little bit of meditation. So whether you've done Tai Chi before or this is completely new to you, welcome, thank you for joining. Get yourself into a position where you've got enough space to sweep your arms around without whacking into any furniture. And then when you are ready, you're going to step the feet to about hip-width apart, keep a nice soft bend in the knees. You want the shoulders stacked above the hips stacked above the heels, the knees slightly forward and the feet parallel. Tuck your tailbone under, firm up that lower belly, take a big breath in and roll the shoulders up and back. And then a big breath out, just relax down into your body, keeping the fingers and the toes nice and soft. And just begin very slowly to shift the weight from side to side. Feeling that weight transfer, the weight moving across the toes, across the heels, from the outside to the inside edges of the foot. And then maybe start to rock forwards and backwards, coming onto the toes and then coming onto the heels. And then slide the hands up onto the waist and just start to do some hip circles. Nice and small to start with, keep the knees nice and softly bent. It takes some pressure out of the lower back. And circle around the other way. Maybe take a little lean side to side, kicking the hips out. Maybe deepening that a little more by taking one arm over for a side stretch. And then of course the other way. And then do some nice big shoulder rolls. So really bring the shoulders right up to the ears and then slide them down the back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower and then go the other way. Bring the shoulders forwards and really get the elbows into it as well so you can get as much movement there through the upper body as you can. And then you can let the chin come down onto the chest and you're just going to roll the head from side to side, slowly stretching out the neck and just feeling that lift through the arches of the feet, pushing down through the toes and through the heels. And then you can bring the hands to rest on the lower belly, so one hand stacked on top of the other. This is our energy center. This is where all of the chi originates, and this is where we're going to build that chi from and help it encompass our entire body. Just take a short moment here, and then we will begin our Shibashi set 1. So letting the hands drop down by your sides, keep the fingers and the wrists nice and soft. As you inhale, sweep the hands up to about shoulder height. And then turn the palms to face forwards and exhale as you sweep the hands down. Knees are nice and soft throughout the sequence. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more, in. And out, shoulders relaxed. 1 more, in and out, broadening the chest. This time let's inhale to go up and then out. Exhale to bring the hands in and down. Inhale, up and out. Exhale, in and down. Keep the chest up high, the neck nice and soft. And 1 more, inhale and exhale. Third form, dancing with rainbows. We come up in the same way, but this time one hand comes up and above the head and the other arm goes out to the side. Let's inhale to sweep the hands up overhead and exhale, take them to the other side. Inhale up, exhale over. Feeling that soft twist through the waist and that gentle weight transfer from one foot to the other. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale and exhale and 1 more, in and out. Return to face forwards, cross the wrists just round about belly button height. And with the palms facing towards you, take a big breath in to sweep the hands up and overhead. And then as you exhale, open the palms to face forwards and circle the arms all the way around. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, arms open. 2 more, in and out. And 1 more, in and out. Next form, twisting waist and swinging arms. Take the hands out in front of you, the palms facing upwards. Take one arm backwards, circle it around, almost as if you were doing a front crawl type swimming motion. And bring the hand across in front. Other side, inhale, take the arm backwards. Exhale, bring it forwards. And just notice how that twist through the waist starts to get a little deeper as we move through the sequence. The weight transfer starts to feel a little more noticeable. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Next form, rowing a boat. So turn both palms to face down. Sweep the hands down by your sides. Bend the knees slightly if you can. And then as you inhale, circle the arms all the way up. Straighten the legs. Palms facing forwards. Exhale, bring the hands down. Bend the knees. Inhale up. Exhale down. Keep lifting up through the arches of the feet. Keep the fingers soft. We want a nice bit of space between the fingers. The wrists, the shoulders, the elbows, everything feels nice and relaxed. There's no overextension here. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Form number 7, holding a ball. So you're going to imagine that you're holding that chi in one hand and sweep it over to the side of the room, seeing if you can pick up the same heel of the hand that you've taken across. And exhale, bring that hand back to center. Other side, inhale, lift the heel if you can. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Notice that more pronounced twist through the waist. That more noticeable weight transfer side to side. Keep your breath slow. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Form number 8, carrying the moon. So using both hands, let's lift all the way up, lifting that heel once again. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Other side. In. And out. Keep it going. The trick here is to try and keep the distance between the hands the same all the way through the form. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. In. And out. And in. And out. Hands come beside you, palms gently facing forwards. Bring one hand up to the chest. Take a big breath in there. And breathe out, push that palm in front of you. Inhale, bring it in and switch to the other side. Exhale, push. Soft bend in the knees, inhale. And exhale, twist the waist. Inhale. Exhale. So the hand is only coming as far across the body as the opposite shoulder. It's not coming right across over towards the wall. It's just a gentle cross in front. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale and exhale, and last one. In and out. And then as this arm comes back in, the hand is going to hover just above the heart. The other arm is going to sweep around and the hand is going to hover just above the belly button. And leading with this top elbow, let's inhale, sweep to the side. Switch the position of the hands. And exhale, sweep the other way. Switch and inhale. Switch and exhale. Let's go for 2 more. And 1 more. And then let those hands drop by your side. You're going to take a small step forward with 1 foot. Bending softly into that front knee and crossing the wrists, very similar to what we did with our circling arms pose. This time you're going to inhale, bring the hands up, and exhale, open. So the weight transfer is more noticeable here. The weight is in the front foot for the inhale and in the back foot for the exhale. 1 more, inhale. And this time as you exhale, float the hands down to the chest, palms facing forwards, and pick up that front toe. And then push the palms away. See if you can lift that back heel. Inhale, draw the hands in, pick up the toe. Exhale, push the hands away, pick up the heel. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. You're going to open your arms like wings now. Inhale, lift the front toe still. Exhale, lift the back heel. 2 more, in and out. And 1 more, in and out. Relax the arms and step or slide that front foot back in. Just take a glance down, make sure the feet are still in position, hip width apart and parallel. And then pick up the other foot. Let's go the other way. So bending softly into the front knee, crossing the wrists round about knee height. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, open. So inhale, weight shifts into the front foot. Exhale, weight shifts into the back foot. 1 more, inhale. And this time exhale, bring the hands to the chest, palms facing forwards, pick up the front toe. And push the palms away, lift the back heel. Inhale, hands come in. Exhale, hands push out. 1 more, inhale. And exhale, open your wings. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. And 1 more, in and out. Relax the hands by your side. Step or slide that foot back in. Check the feet are still hip width apart and parallel, and then you're going to come into a punching stance. So we want the elbows backwards, the chest up nice and high, and soft fists. So we're not digging the fingernails into the palms, we want it nice and soft. Inhale, lift the chest up as high as you can, broaden across the collarbones. And exhale, punch forwards. Inhale in, exhale other side. And really focus here on your posture. So make sure your chest is broad, your shoulders are relaxed. The belly feels nice and soft, the glutes are unclenched. The knees are relaxed. You're lifting up through the arches of your feet, but pushing down firmly through the toes. Inhale in, exhale out. 1 more, in and out. Relax the hands, open the fingers and just give them a little wiggle. And then float the arms up as if they were wings, bringing the backs of the hands together all the way at the top. And then exhale, float the hands down. Next time you lift your wings up, try lifting up one heel, so just pushing down through one toe. And exhale, lower. Let's try on the other side. Lift the opposite heel. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. And then if you feel steady enough, you can try lifting both heels together, even if it's only a tiny little lift off the floor. Even if the ankles feel wobbly, just give it a go. So we're not a ballerina coming right up onto point. We just want a small distance between the heel and the ground, just enough that you could maybe slide a piece of paper underneath the heel. Try to find that lightness as if you were a bird. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's go for one more of those. In and out. Have the palms facing forwards and you're going to circle the arms all the way around. Inhale up and exhale under. Two more in this direction. In and out. One more. In and out. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. In and out. One more. In and out. Our penultimate form is called bouncing a ball. So you want to imagine that one hand is connected to your opposite knee. So as the hand lifts, so does the knee. And we're going to switch from side to side, just starting to lift the heel. So just coming up onto the toe. Inhale, lift the heel. Exhale, lower the heel. Find that weight transfer, side to side. And then as you start to get more confident with this form, instead of just picking up the heel, you can pick up the whole foot and drop it down. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Even if it's a little wobbly, give it a try. The wobbles just mean that the muscles are doing the work they need to do. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then if you're feeling really confident with this and you want to add in a little extra step, once you've lifted that foot, you can do a little heel lift on the standing leg before you pop it down. So there's a little hop at the top and down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more. In and out. And one more. In and out. Well done. Bring the fingertips together just round about the lower belly. And as you breathe in, bring those hands up towards your chest. And then turn the palms to face down. As you exhale, return the hands. Inhale up. Exhale down. Trying to make each breath a little longer than the last. So making that inhale a little fuller and the exhale a little longer. Let's go for two more of these. Slow and steady. In and out. Last one. In and out. Take the hands onto the lower belly, one hand on top of the other. Let the chin come down towards the chest, and you can remain here for a short period of meditation. So if you like, if you're practicing at home, you may want to stop the video at this point so that you can enjoy the meditation for as long as you like. If you're sticking with us, we're just going to hold it for a few more seconds, and then we'll do a brief cool down. Gently start to take the hands away from the lower belly. Wiggling the fingers, circling the wrists, bending the elbows, and moving the shoulders. And then letting the hands feel nice and heavy, just going to take a gentle sway from side to side. So maybe imagine that you're trailing the fingers through long grass, just rolling from the inside to the outside edge of the feet, gently swaying side to side. Maybe you can take the hands back onto the waist and do those hip circles, maybe a little bigger this time. Now the body feels warmer. Everything should feel a little looser. And make sure you go around in the other direction as well. You can pick up the feet, give them a little shake or maybe a couple of little ankle circles, switching side to side. And maybe if you like, you can do a full spinal roll down. So taking the hands onto the thighs, dipping the chin down towards the chest, and then just sliding the hands down the legs only as far as feels comfortable for you. So you might want to stop at the knees, you might want to stop at the shins, the tops of the feet, or all the way to the toes. And then slowly roll all the way back up again, bringing the head up last, giving the shoulders another little roll, and maybe letting the chin come to the chest and rolling the head side to side. And then we will finish our movement with 3 big deep breaths. Let's take a knee bend, inhale, come up. Exhale down, 2 more breaths, in and out, and last one, in and out. You can step the feet back in together. Take the thumb of one hand in towards the sternum and make a fist with the other hand. Take the fist into the palm and bow. Thank you for joining me for this Tai Chi class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel nice and relaxed. Come back to it anytime. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.